Hi to all the virtual assistants. Really great to have you guys on board from all over the world. I know the time zones have been a little bit difficult, so some of you are going to be watching this on recording, which is absolutely fine. The goal will be to have meetings possibly about once every month, but this is the core one to get it all started. For those of you who can make it, great. Those who can't can get the recordings. The purpose of today is for me to do an introduction to me and what the project is about, what the opportunity is about, and then to take a Q&A for you guys afterwards. So yeah, guys, without any further ado, let's get started. Once again, I'm really excited to have you all on board. So let me give you a little bit of background about me. My name is Scott Cundill. I'm based in Bali in Indonesia. Beautiful place to be, paradise, as I'm sure the rest of you guys, wherever it is that you're living at the moment. I wrote a book and published a book several years ago, way back in 2007. It's called How Not to Start and Run Your Own Business. It's literally printed upside down. So you turn the book upside down to read it. And it's all about how you should do exactly the opposite in business to what people tell you to do. It's quite a tongue-in-cheek, quite cynical, quite funny. The reason why I'm telling you about the book is not to sell it, because I don't even think you can even get it anymore, but more to kind of just give you a little bit of background to show you guys that I am a disruptor. I like to do things differently, and I absolutely like to disrupt the status quo, which is really what this project is about as well. I love Kung Fu, and I got heavily into Kung Fu. I trained with a 32nd generation Shaolin monk in China. I went to the World Championships. This is a picture of me at the World Champs. The World Champs are normally held in a stadium, but this particular year it was held in this beautiful, amazing Buddhist sanctuary in the mountains. That is actually a 99-meter high golden Buddha in the background at dawn as the sun was coming up. It was really incredible. This is my son, Cameron. He was with me. He was 13 at the time. He was in the 13 to 17-year-old age category. You can see a lot of the boys around him were much bigger and much stronger than him. But nevertheless, he was going to fight it out, and he was saying, let's do this. He trained really hard beforehand, and yes, did really well. There's him celebrating his silver medal. So despite the fact that there were much bigger and stronger people around him, just shows to show you can still win the race. And I hope you guys can take some lessons from that, because it's a lesson that I've always had in my life as well. This is me and Cam. You can see Cam, my son, right sitting next to me. This is an incredible story. I actually do a much longer presentation on this. I'm just going to go through it quickly, but this is a beautiful story with a whole lot of different countries that were participating, and how we all got together at the end for photographs. It was amazing. This is my son Cameron's LinkedIn profile. So why am I telling you all this? There's a reason, don't worry. It's not just for you to get to know me. So Cameron is now studying law. He's in his second year of law. I told him that he must get his LinkedIn profile activated. So when he started his law degree was 18 months ago. He now has almost 2,000 lawyers he's connected to actively on LinkedIn. By the time that he's finished his degree, he'll have 8,000 to 10,000 lawyers on his LinkedIn profile. Now, what better way, I ask you, than to kickstart your career with such an incredibly powerful LinkedIn profile? So that's what I do in my business. Very, very strong on LinkedIn, but we do it in a very different way. And this is where I want you guys to come on board, and hopefully you are quite excited by the opportunities that we're going to talk about. A little bit more about me. I'm quite into sort of natural and really looking into sustainability. This is a little podcast that was done, a little interview with me. I started an eco village about almost 10 years ago. It failed dismally. It was a failure. I lost quite a lot of money, but I learned a lot. I'm still a big believer in the concept of living with sustainable means. But anyway, this particular project didn't do that well. But it's always nice to sort of see what I've done in my past, and that I am a huge believer in sustainability. And I'm a really big believer in eating healthy, living natural, growing your own food, natural energies, natural water, etc. This is me doing a TEDx talk in South Africa as well. I'm originally from South Africa. I grew up in Australia, spent a lot of time in London, and now I live in Bali. So I have multiple passports, live all around the world. And this is a TEDx talk I did on sustainability as well, which is available on YouTube. I'm a bit of an activist. So I fought after the 2008 credit crisis. People were losing their homes. I started a nonprofit organization to help people win their homes back. We took the banking systems to court. That's a whole nother story, which we can talk about another time. but really talked a lot about Kung Fu principles and how Kung Fu principles can really build your business and help you in your life and your business. I really talk about 3 lessons. I normally do hour-long presentations on this. I just want to gloss over it very quickly, but I'll explain to you where it starts to come together in a second. There are 3 basic lessons when it comes to martial arts. The first one is the movement creates the power. You've got to just start doing it. So when it comes to building a project, instead of planning, and never doing it, you've got to start the process. It works like a waterfall. If you look at the top of a waterfall, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but my mouse is on the top of the waterfall. If you watch a waterfall, watch water fall down a waterfall, it looks like it's not moving. And if you take a liter of water at the top of the waterfall, it's very soft, it's very gentle. And as that water gains momentum, and as your eyes follow the water in real life, you'll see that the water's not really doing much. But when it hits the bottom, it crashes with an incredible amount of energy. That is the same type of power that's used in martial arts. It's soft, tranquil, moving, building momentum, but suddenly this power comes from literally out of nowhere. It's incredible. Doing small amounts of good is great. So working with people that need to, working with people in different countries, this is just doing what you believe and working on a cause you believe. So it's great when your business and your cause match, which is what I believe very strongly. And then of course your personal credibility and reputation is everything. Personal credibility, that's why we don't spam. And this project that I want to talk to you about today is not going out there and spamming people. So I'm going to talk to you about that, how that's going to work. And I'm going to give you details and give you a description. But I want you to know that this is about trusting. This is about building your own communities and getting people to trust you. And when you start working for clients, it's important that you're not just working for clients, but you're also building your own LinkedIn profile, just like I did, I did for my son as well. So let me talk to you about me. So I started the business, Madge3.com. Wow, Majestic started as a business started almost 20 years ago. We were very much in CRM. Now we're very much involved in LinkedIn and email kind of marketing, but in a sort of soft, nurturing, credible way. My book is called The Captivating One-Liner, and it's free. You can get it from Madge3.com. You don't really need to read it for this particular opportunity, but I just really wanted to give you a couple of minutes just to talk to you about me, and so you guys at least sort of understand who I am. Right. Okay. Let's get into the good stuff now. The virtual assistants. Now, you guys have probably already seen this. You've been through the video, but I just wanted to go through this again very quickly and expand on it. Okay, so what is the opportunity? The opportunity is that there are 2 major groups of people that need our help on the internet at the moment. There's a lot more than 2, and there's going to be more opportunities for you guys and for us as a business and a team. However, the 2 main ones right now are online trainers and educators. So those people right now who are looking to sell online training are really struggling right now. They either not necessarily schools and universities, but training companies, but also coaches that have put their training online. Everybody's put their training online. It's very competitive and they're struggling to sell it. It's too competitive and it's difficult, Facebook ads, those kind of things, they're expensive and time consuming. We want to come up with something different. Anybody can do Facebook ads, but we've got an opportunity now to help these guys sell their training in a way that hasn't really been done before. So online trainers and educators is one of them, and event marketers is another. People that are looking to sell big ticket events, $1,000, $2,000 events over a half day, a full day, 3-day, these big events that cost quite a lot of money. They're also struggling to sell. Everybody's doing events right now. Everybody's trying to sell events. They're all doing it. And there's so much free content out there. Why should anyone pay for an event? You need a really, really big marketing team to be able to do that. And that's our goal, to be able to provide that marketing team with this LinkedIn army. So that's the 2 main ones, but it doesn't stop there. We're talking to gyms to help them expand their gym memberships in certain countries, insurance companies. There are so many different options, family-owned businesses that want to expand their reach. There's many, many opportunities out there, but we've started targeting 2 of them so far. So we want virtual assistants. We want the VAs and that's you guys, to say, okay, let's spend an hour or 2 a week. That's all. and let's use our LinkedIn profiles to help the cause. Let's use our LinkedIn profile to, in a non-spammy way, grow our client's business and help them generate leads. Now, let me show you how to do that. It's not really generating leads. It's more than that. And I don't want you guys to think this is just a lead generation opportunity. It's more than that. It's building communities, and it'll take a bit longer to explain. But essentially, if you see what we're offering, event marketers, for example. Okay. Now, LinkedIn has a 100 invitation limit per week, right? Now, there's no way that a small marketing team can get very much with those kind of limits. Now, if we go out to VAs like yourselves, and there's 100 of you guys, right? That means we're looking at thousands and thousands and thousands of LinkedIn invitations that are going out every single week. Now, the goal of it is to not spam somebody with a product or service, but to come up with a really nice strategic idea. And the strategic idea we will do at a central location, and we will come up with the content. It'll be a nice video landing page. It'll be around the pain points, and we're going to come up with something really nice. So if it's an event, for example, we'll do a really nice video to showcase the event. Then before I go into the actual specifics, I just want to help you understand that nobody's doing this, guys. There's very few. There's people using LinkedIn, obviously VAs, you guys probably do it every day, but no one's brought them together as a team and used a specific piece of software to track and measure it. And it's so quick and so easy for you guys to do. It really, you hardly need any training because the software does most of it for you. I just want to let you guys know that this is not automation. So we're not going to automate your LinkedIn profile. We believe very strongly in manually doing it and you building up your own group of people as well. Okay, so when we go out to customers and companies, we can say to them, you guys can use your own employees if you want to create your army, to add to your army. If you've got an existing network, you can even ask your family or friends or anybody who wants to make any money. But actually, really what's going to happen is we'll introduce them to our networks, and that's you. So we want to offer them you guys as an army that you guys can go out there and very quickly be mobilized to really kickstart or promote a certain event or online training or opportunity. And I'm going to tell you about those opportunities in a minute as I go through these. Now, as I said before, we only need you for between 1 and 3 hours a week. When you're good at this, which is what I'm going to show you in a second, when you're trained and you're good at it, it's so easy. Like literally you'll be able to go click invite, click send acceptance message, do your follow-ups within literally a couple of hours a week. It's really, really simple. But in terms of the payment and how to get paid, the opportunities are going to be different. I'm going to try and negotiate the best deal for you because I'm involved in this as well. So the best deal for us. And ideally what it's going to be is a combination of monthly or weekly rate plus commission. So let me just give you an example of how lucrative this is. Most events, right, charge $500 US, $1,000 US, $2,000 US dollars, etc. per head, per individual. These guys are willing to pay between 10 and 20% commission. Now that's anywhere from $100 to $200 in commission, potentially US dollars for a couple of hours a week. That's just getting one deal. So you can see how lucrative this is. So we're not asking you to work 10 hours a week on risk in the hope that nothing's going to happen. We're going to give you an opportunity that says, would you like to take this opportunity? It's commission only. You can make $100 if you sign someone up. Or you might not want that opportunity. We might say, here's X amount per week. As long as you hit your targets, or X amount per month, we'll pay you that plus a bonus commission. Every opportunity is going to be different, and you'll have the opportunity of accepting that or denying it. It's up to you. So I want to let you guys know, payment will probably be done either via PayPal, or we'll just do a transfer wise into your bank account, and we will work on the best way to do that. We'll need to decide, and I'm sure you guys have those questions. Again, it depends on the opportunity, but everything is tracked and measured from our side. So from what you do on your LinkedIn profile, we'll be able to see, but only with regards to what you're doing for the client. All right. So I'm going to show you just the app just now and how this works. And I'm going to take you through a live example. And I hope this is sort of making sense. So we'll make sure that you guys are happy with payment upfront. We'll take care of the payment. We will do the message ourselves. We will create your LinkedIn invitation message. We will write your LinkedIn acceptance message. We will write any follow-up messages, and they will all be pre-programmed into the software. So all you need to do is follow the instructions and go click invite, 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 send, 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 send. You don't need to sell. If you are a really good salesperson and you want to sell, you're welcome to do that, and we will have a conversation about that. But we will have somebody on the client side who's really trained and clued up and understands the product to do the sales. At the end of the day, you've just got to pass them the opportunities or anybody's interested, and they will take over from there. So you don't have to feel like you're out there selling. You just use your LinkedIn profile, follow the instructions, and you're good to go. If you want to learn more advanced stuff, I'm going to show you how to do that, but it's optional. So you can do that. We will create the landing page, and we will do all of this. Okay, so we will do the marketing material from our side, drop it into our app, and that will then execute it. And I'll show you that now. All right, so we will give you training. Training is easy, guys. Once you've done it the first time, within half an hour, you'll know how to use this. We will give you a PDF or a Google document. On that Google document is here are some frequently asked questions that people might respond to on LinkedIn. It's all done on LinkedIn Messenger, direct messenger. You don't have to post anything. You don't have to change your LinkedIn profile if you don't want to. If you want to tweak your LinkedIn profile for a particular client that comes in, great, that's awesome, but you don't have to. You might want to open multiple LinkedIn profiles for this, which is great. If you do that, I strongly recommend you learn how to open separate Chrome instances. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we can teach you that down the line. But a separate Chrome instance is when you have 5 different LinkedIn profiles, but instead of having a LinkedIn profile that you're logging out of and then logging into another one and then logging out of and logging in, LinkedIn doesn't really like that. You can create different instances of Chrome. They sit on your desktop, and you just open, here's profile number 1, and you run profile number 1. You don't need to log out. Then you open profile number 2 and you run that. So you can run multiple profiles if you want. So what I'm showing you guys here, right, is for one profile, your own profile. But if you want to open multiple profiles, then you can do 5 of them, and you multiply everything by 5 that I've showed you. You can get so good at this that you can literally do this in your spare time. Like you can wake up in the morning, do half an hour on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, half an hour, and you'll blitz this. It's really not that difficult to do. Okay, so we'll provide you with that training. We'll provide you with some frequently asked questions. If anyone has questions you can't answer, or English is not your first language, or you have a few issues, you will have a captain at the client, and that captain will be your go-to person. All you do is you just create a little chat in the LinkedIn Messenger, right? When you guys are familiar with LinkedIn Messenger, when you're speaking to somebody, you can just, under Messenger, you just create a chat. So here's an example of a chat that we're working with at the moment, okay? There's Joe and Lauren and me all in the same chat. So you'll be able to bring the captain, and they will help you with any of those questions that you need. So you'll kind of have a live communication channel to somebody who's going to help you. We measure everything. We're going to show you how to measure it. You guys don't have to do much. The app will do everything for you. The resulting database. Okay, this is cool. When you guys are doing your LinkedIn invitations, right, and you're reaching out to new people, they're accepting your LinkedIn invitation message. That data becomes available. We then will give a copy of that data to the client, but they'll have to go through certain opt-in channels, and that's going to increase your value. And we want to charge them for that where possible, or make sure that they're going to pay for it. All right. So that goes to part of your fee. So you need to remember that your LinkedIn profile and what you're collecting is useful. It's not like, oh, I've done the first month for the first client. Goodbye. I'll never use those people again. Yes, you might use those people again, because the next client, they might want those people you've already created, and you can reach out to those connections you've already established. So you guys are going to build this really nice database. So let me reiterate that quickly, guys. So do you see what's happening here? You're building up a database for yourself and your own LinkedIn profile, and you can potentially reuse those people down the line to offer them more things. So you're building your own community, but you control it. We will never spam or send anything out to that community without without your permission. Well, we don't do it anyway. Only you can send it out. So I'm trying to build you guys, like I did for my son Cameron, a really powerful LinkedIn profile, and we can start leveraging those LinkedIn profiles for more and more clients. But you own it. You own that database. When if the client wants a copy, we're going to negotiate upfront as to what's in it for you. Okay, to be able to do that. So it's quite exciting from that regard. This is a bit about the captain with support. So you guys are going to have a line of support. You guys can ask your questions. Some of you guys might not be that technically literate. Don't worry about it. It's cool. As long as you can use LinkedIn and you can use Chrome extension, you can use it. Some of you guys are really technically literate. I mean, you guys really get it, which means you can learn some super advanced stuff, which is great. So what's actually going to happen is, I'm not going to go through too much technical detail now because you guys can get that and learn it very quickly. But you install the Chrome extension, you log in via LinkedIn. There's no email, no password, no login details, nothing. You just click, sits behind LinkedIn, and it's done. This little floating app will then sit on LinkedIn, and we will show you how to activate a custom tab with a different color for the particular client that you're going to be working on. So we'll teach you how to do that. And once you do that, all the settings and everything is filled out for you. Very, very, very simple. It's all done. It's all built. It's ready to go. I'm going to quickly finish off with an example, and then I'm going to go over to Q&A. Okay. The example I'm going to give you is exactly why and how you guys are in this meeting right now and watching this. You're a product of this example. The difference is I'm doing it personally, and Ruan is doing it personally, and a couple of other people are as well. So there's no custom tab on this one because I'm doing it for myself, but you will see when you guys do it, the client will have a custom color for the particular client with the client's name on it over there. So let's have a look. Okay, so you can already see that I have created my tabs, right? And I've got my invitations. These are the people I've invited. These are the people who have accepted my LinkedIn invitation. There's none because I've already sent them an acceptance message already. I have, these are the connections. Some of you guys won't recognize your names in here. I move them down into a limbo tab. These are people that are interested. You can see I've got tags, all right? Who's interested, who's clicked on the article, et cetera, da, 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 da. And then those people who are ready to join the army, you guys will probably recognize some names. I'm sure of you, some of you are in this meeting already. So you can see, and I've got tags. Have they clicked? Have they been sent messages, et cetera, et cetera. So you can see how easy it is. Now, all you guys need to do, because it's pre-programmed, all the settings when you activate are done for you. The invitation message. Hi there, I'm looking to partner with a virtual assistant. Can we talk? You guys should remember this because this is how I reached out to you. After acceptance, hi, thanks so much. To save us both time, I've created a 5-minute video, da, 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 and here's the video. These are my templates, all done for you. You don't even have to worry about this. It's ready to go. This will become a tracking link when it sends out so that if anybody clicks on it, you'll be able to see that they've clicked on it and it will create a tag. Here's the custom message. Okay, slightly longer custom message number 1. All right. Also a link, and this link will become a tracking link so I can see who's clicked on it and who hasn't. And then custom message number 2. So these messages are already written for you. And to send them out, all you do is you just pick somebody who's in your tab and you've got your custom messages. So I can send custom message number 1. I'm not touching. See, it's built it. Hi, Halal. Yeah, you're on the call. And this is how we did it. See, this is how I did it. Now, when I push send, the LinkedIn link actually becomes a tracking link. So I can track to see if he clicked on it. Cool, huh? If you go to notifications at the bottom, you can even see who clicked on it on those links. 2 hours ago, Carolyn clicked on it. 3 hours ago, Belinda clicked on it. You guys are probably in this call watching this, smiling to yourself, I hope. 9 hours ago, you can see who's clicked. You see how it happens, guys? All of this gets tracked so you can measure it, and tags are created. All you guys need to do, you don't even have to worry about that if you don't want to, is all you do is you go invite, invite, invite. So you'll do a search. You can even save your search in the system if you want to. You'll do a search, right? And you'll click connect. Let me do one live for you. I've saved a search, so I've got my invite button. Cool. There's Zach. See, I don't know if Zach is the right person. Maybe let's invite Zach. I just watch. All I do is click connect. Hi, Zach. I'm looking to partner with VAs. Can we talk? Send. Done. Who's the next one? Virtual assistant. Great. Connect. Send. See, done. I've already done 2 of them. You can do all of them in a matter of seconds. It's now captured them in here. It's put them under. There's Zach. I've just invited him, and it's put him, Zach, under pending invitations. I then check acceptances and move them down the pipeline. Guys, that's all you need to do is just follow the process. And it's really that simple. So now that I've shown you this and you can see how the process works, I'm going to move over to a Q&A. So feel free to unmute yourself and tell me what you think. Tell me some questions and answers. And hopefully you guys will like what you hear. Anyone want to go first?
Yes, Scott.
Hello.
Yes. So you have automatically set up all the custom messages. And I think there must be a setup for once a person have accepted our connect invitation, then there must be an automated way to send them follow-up messages.
Yes, that's right.
And there must be certain interval. And we should see the progress. Okay, so how many number of people follow up 1 have sent and follow up 2, and I think you have a desktop notification also to see all the alerts if the people have accepted our invitation. So I want to see the settings of the follow up messages.
Yes, no problem. So each one will be different for each client. So we will send those through to you. They will already be in here and you can change them if you want. So if you're advanced, like you sound like you are, Hilal, you can actually see them in here. You'll see the invitation message and you can edit it. And the acceptance message and you can edit it. And the custom messages, you can edit them. So we'll give those templates and we'll put those templates in for you so you don't have to, because some people just want to go click, 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 click. But some other people like you might want to tweak them or change them. No problem. All good. No, absolutely. To answer your other question as well, you will see who's coming in via notifications. You'll also have a check acceptances button, and that will show you who of the invitations that have gone out have accepted, and they will automatically be moved into this tab, and then you can send them the acceptance message. All this will be explained, but it's really simple. It's click, send, check acceptances, check, click, 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 send, 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 send. And then under reports, you can also export your database as well. So you can pull all the data into a spreadsheet. We have access to this data on our side, so we can see how many invitations you've sent out, how many have accepted. All that data comes through us, because obviously we want to pay you based on the fact that you're doing at least 90 invitations a week. You don't have to do 100 because maybe you have 10 of your own invitations for your own, your own personal use. So as long as you're doing 80 or 90 a week, that's great. And we can see all of that and all the data is pushed. So this app on the right-hand side is collecting the data and it's centralizing it so the client and we can see everything that happens. And then we can communicate with you as well by updating your settings. So each client with each different color is going to have different messages specific for that client.
Right.
Good question. Halal, does that answer your question? Does that answer?
Yeah, my question is, Scott, I'm not completely clear. My question is, while we are sending connect requests to certain types of people, where we are doing it by clicking connect button manually 1 by 1. But while how the system will work when we will send them follow-up messages? Does the system do it automatically, or we have to do it manually 1 by 1?
No, it's all manual. It's manual, but the system prepares it for you. So your messages will be will be all you need to do is move them down the funnel. So you have a reminder. Okay, so you have tags, you have a reminder to follow up in 1 week, for example. You can set a reminder. Remember to send this next message to the next person 1 week later. And all you do is 1 week later is you go, okay, I've got to send custom message 1. I'll send custom message 1. And all you do is you click on it. You're manually doing it, but it's building it for you. It's doing everything for you. And then you just click send, done. So you can send messages very quickly. So Halal, it's manual, but it's very quick. It's like semi-automated, if that makes sense.
Right. I got your point.
Happy?
So in that case, we don't only have to send new connect messages. We also have to keep an eye if we had sent them follow-up messages, or if somebody is pending for follow-up 2 messages, we have to also keep track them in a certain interval.
Yes, that's right. So you're going to probably send 4 messages: the invitation message, the acceptance message, a week later a first custom message, and a week later a 4th custom message, and then you remove them from your system. You don't need them anymore unless you want to keep them, in which case they're good quality, but you just archive them. So you message them. If somebody responds with messages, said, oh, this looks interesting, yes, tell me more, or I have a question, you open a chat in the and you'll be trained on this. You'll open a chat. One happened just now, actually. Yeah, Ruan did one just now. I think she's on. Abeline might be on this call. This is exactly what he did. So Ruan introduced to me, opened a chat, brought me in on LinkedIn, and says, hey, Scotty, please meet Abeline and invite her to the group. Cool. I said, nice to meet you. And I added her to the group. So you will hand it over to your captain, which is the client, if there's any interest. Once that's done, you don't have to worry anymore. They will take over, they will message, but you can see the results. And then we track to see if there's any sales made and give a report, because that will give us what we need. But you will always control that relationship, and you can have transparency over how it works. So do you see how the process works? The trick here is the fact that the app, the Chrome extension, manages everything for you. It sends you the instructions and sends the data back into a central location.
Okay, I'm very much clear about it, how the system will work. I think a good tutorial video of the whole cycle for an individual person will help us to understand for my other friends, other colleagues also for the project. With
pleasure. Yes, I will record this, and we're going to do another purely technical one as well for you. I actually do have, I'll put this in the link now as well, but I actually do have training videos on my LinkedIn profile, on my YouTube channel. And I'll give you those. They're 2 minutes each. Now, I want to finish off. I know there might be another question or two, but I want you guys to know that I'm also going to send you a link. You'll get an email after this with advanced training. So if any of you want to do advanced training and really go through the app in detail, how it works, that's great. You do not have to do it if you don't want to. You can still use the opportunity, follow the click, 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 do what you want to do, and just spend your hour or 2 a week and accept or deny an opportunity that comes your way. You don't need to do the advanced. But for those of you who really want to learn it and how LinkedIn from an advanced perspective works and how I teach it to my customers, then you're welcome to join, and it's free. So you're welcome to join for free. So that's entirely up to you. So depending on how technical you are, you can really explore the detail of the software and how it works, but you don't have to. Anyone else got a question?
Yeah, Scotty, can we just maybe clarify on payment? So we're going to try and negotiate either an hourly, weekly, or monthly fee, plus on top of that commission, depending on the client and their budget and their needs, right?
Exactly. I'm going to go and negotiate the best deal I can for the client, for us and our group and our team, which is all of us together. Once I've done that, I'm going to send you guys an email with the opportunity and say, hi Halal, hi Palesa, hi Joe, hi Collins. Would you like to accept this opportunity? This is what the product is. This is the commission, and this is the amount of per week or per month. I really don't want monthly people. I want weekly. Sorry, I don't want weekly clients. I want monthly. So the goal is to give you guys payment for your time, which is a couple of hours. It's not huge amounts because the amount of time you're using is quite low. And then a commission. Because if a deal comes off and you end up getting, you know, you can get $100, whatever it is, $200 for one deal, it can become very lucrative for doing very little work. That's why you guys could be in demand. And the first time you do it, you know, as you're building up a reputation and building up more people in your LinkedIn, you know, you might not have as much success, but the second, third, fourth time, you can go back to those original people that you've already collected and you can send the offer to them as well. Does that answer your question, Ru? I can't give you specific numbers because every opportunity is going to be different, and we're going to go out there and negotiate that.
Yeah, and I just wanted to clarify that there is going to be a fee plus commission. It's not only commission.
Yeah. So, well, yes, that's the goal. It's a fee plus commission. That's the goal. There might be opportunities out there that are commission only, in which case you might not want to do that. Some of you might go, well, I might as well. I mean, I'm bored at home. I might as well give it a go, see what happens. But the commission will be very lucrative if that's the case. But my goal is to provide a fee and commission together. That's the gold standard for me, because I do believe people should get paid for their time. So it all depends on the opportunity, but that's up to, you know, we'll negotiate that. If you guys run a team and you already have employees that are VAs, then we can pay you and you can pay your employees if you run a team, which is also fine if you want to play that as well. So some guys listening to this have got teams of virtual assistants that they can run. That's also fine because you have staff and you have employees. What I'm also going to do is we're going to give you a link to a form, right? So if you have friends that want to join this, you can email them, but we'll send you a custom link that when they fill out the form, that your friend will be associated to you. And what we can then look at doing is providing you with like a sign-up bonus. So if they do any deals, you could get like a small bonus for introducing them. It's not like a multi-level marketing thing or anything like that. It just encourages you guys to go out and find more VAs, and then they're under your name. And if they do a deal, then we can pay you a bit of a bonus. So it's quite exciting. You guys can start to grow your own team. Some of you already have teams. Some of you already employ VAs, in which case you'll just pay them. It's up to you guys how to manage it. We'll come up with the opportunity, and then we'll give it to you to then pass down to the rest of your group. Good question, Ron. I hope that clarifies.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure. Anyone else with a question? Feel free to unmute yourself and ask away. Have I done such a good job of explaining it?
Looks like it.
Palesa?
You have done a good job, Scott.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. Eunice, Palesa? Palesa?
Yes, I've got no questions. Thank you.
Cool. So you guys are all there. Oh, good. Are you guys happy? Well, feel free to raise your hand if anything comes up. Well, then, just to finish off, the next steps are, guys, if you want to play around with the software, install it. I'll send you the email just now. You can go through a couple of the training videos. You really don't have to learn it inside out. You don't have to be fully trained if you don't want to. It might be useful for you in your own whatever, which is great, but it's fine if it's not. Just get the app installed, see how it works, get a basic understanding. That's all you need. So if you do that as a first step, we'll be good to go. I will then keep in touch with you via email. I'll do little video updates for you. And with a bit of luck, we're working on a couple of deals at the moment. I'm trying to get the team ready so that I can get the deals, but I can't get the deals unless I've got the team. So it's kind of both. So I'm working hard on both at the moment. So thank you for all coming together. It's coming together nicely. We've got a lot of VAs that are coming on board, which is awesome. And that sounds absolutely great. Hilal says, I love to learn and would like to learn the tool top to bottom. Awesome. That's great. I'm going to send you an email now. I'm going to send you a link for you guys to join. In fact, I'll put it in the chat now quickly so you guys have it. There we go. This is a link to sign up to the training. You'll get it. You'll get a link. Putting it in the chat now, but you'll get an email about it later. There we go. It's our Wednesday sessions. Feel free to join onto that, guys. Click on it. You'll learn the process. And guys, I'm really excited. Nobody's doing anything like this. There's a huge problem in the world at the moment. There's so much competition, and the same old Facebook advertising, SEO. SEO takes longer. SEO doesn't work for events and online training, really. It takes too long, and trainings change, events change. It's difficult. This is something that no one else is doing on this level. It's innovative. and it's really quick for you guys to initiate. And guys, thank you so much. I'm going to stop recording now, and I really, really look forward to the first opportunity being dropped into your inbox. Cheers.